Crashers back, ready to crash and bash on the road with today's game, Bump and Jump for your Intellivision. Let's go ahead and take Bump and Jump. Let's pop it in my Intellivision and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Bump and Jump was published by Mattel, and according to the Blue Sky Rangers history page, it was released in 1983. It is based on the 1982 Data East arcade game Burnin' Rubber, which was distributed in the US by Bally Midway under the Bump and Jump name. The Blue Sky Rangers page gives main programming credit to Joe Jacobs and Dennis Clark, who got contracted by Mattel to program Bump and Jump for the cost of $24,000 after they proved their skills by hooking up a play cable unit to their PC to make their own Intellivision development system. Play cable, for the low cost of $12 a month, allowed users to download and play games that were no more than 8K in size over cable lines on their Intellivision starting in 1981 and ending in 1983. The manual opens with the following: bump 'em and jump 'em, blast 'em and crash 'em, send cars screeching off the road, watch out for obstacles and tricky turns, peel down the road but don't total your car, bump and jump your way to tougher and tougher roadways, go for a high score. Bump and Jump is a driving action game for 1 or 2 players alternating with one standard mode of difficulty. The game came with an overlay, but it's not that necessary to play. You simply use the disc to steer and drive, pressing up to go faster, down to go slower, and use any of the side buttons to jump, which you can do if you're going at least 100 miles per hour. Landing after you jump will cause you to lose some speed, but you can do successive jumps if you're still moving fast enough. The goal is to get to the end of each course trying not to crash, but it's not that easy as the roads are littered with various vehicles, some narrow sections, and even water you need to avoid, possibly by jumping over it with your car. The vehicles vary in size and personality. You can bump them all, but how they react will depend on how you hit them and their size. The smaller vehicles being easier to knock around than the larger ones. Some don't move much, like the green tractor that pretty much goes straight, while others move more, like the skull and crossbones car that can target you. There's even a dump truck that alternates between black and pink, which, starting on the second course, can dump debris in your path. You can bump vehicles, causing them to crash for bonus points. You can also land on them for bonus points as well. Landing on an island in the middle of the water can get you 1,000 bonus points, but I found this hard to do. While it is possible to move in the air, even horizontally to the point that you can wrap around the screen, moving vertically is a lot harder, and you typically need to time your jump before you see the island. An exclamation does appear on screen before water appears to jump over, but of course memorization is what really helps. However, this too can be difficult, as the game appears to have all 32 courses from the arcade game. So while some patterns do get reused in courses, there's enough wrinkles to keep you on your toes, and I found it challenging enough just to complete a handful of courses. When you complete a course, you get bonus points for every car you cause to crash, starting with 300 points per car in the first race and increasing in future courses. If you manage to complete a course without causing a single crash, you get a whopping 50,000 points. This is quite the challenge, as I only pulled it off once on the very first course only. When you complete a course, you move on to the next, changing the season of the year. If you somehow can complete all 32 courses, you will simply start back at the first course, as the game doesn't appear to have any sort of ending. You lose a life by going off course, including into the water. Run out of lives and your game ends with no option to continue, although you do earn an extra life at 20,000 points. Graphically speaking, this is a nice looking conversion by Intellivision standards, including a nice title screen, colorful cars, and some nice animation, including the jumping and splashing in the water. The game also features some catchy music and okay sound effects. Family friendly wise, the game would most likely get an E for everyone rating if released today. Currently at PriceCharting.com, the game has a value of $9 loose, $25 complete, and $65 new. So what do I think of Bump and Jump on the Intellivision? Is it worth playing today? For the Intellivision, I'd say definitely. It's amazing how much of the arcade port they fit into this cart. It's not perfect, the game can be unforgiving, especially when it comes to landing. There were a couple times where I thought I clearly missed the water, but I still got a splash death. And because you lose some of the vertical view area of the arcade game, you don't have as much time to prepare for oncoming traffic and obstacles. But the game actually controls surprisingly well with the standard Intellivision controller, and honestly, it's pretty fun to play. So where am I going to rank Bump and Jump among the other Intellivision games I previously reviewed? It's going in my current top 15. I do like Space Spartans more at 10, but I will put this over Beauty and the Beast at 11. So out of the 65 games that now ranked for the Intellivision, Bump and Jump is jumping into the 11th position. Bump and Jump is a solid arcade port for the Intellivision. But that's just what I think. What do you think? Do you like this game? Have any memories of it? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy videos such as this one and you want to support my work, please click like and subscribe, drop a comment below, and for mega supporters, either become a channel member or sign up at patreon.com/NoSwearGamer. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to see you next time in the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care, especially when jumping over bodies of water.